Yeah, good afternoon. It's Jim from JAGfx.com. It is Saturday, the 18th of October 2025. It's just my weekly analysis video where we have a look at some of the Forex pairs I'm trading on the daily time frame using the high probability and divergence trading methods from my books. So thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone's weekend's going okay. No football on other than the Pacific Championships, I think. I think that's it. Formula One, I think we've got the sprint tonight, so that's out of the Americas. I'm not sure where the track is. Is it Houston? Houston? I don't know. Somewhere. Dallas? Oh, I can't remember. It's a flash-looking track. I like the track actually. All right, let's get into it. Let's have a look at the charts. If you do like the video, please hit the like button and subscribe button. That'd be appreciated. I know there's not too many people watching these videos these days. It doesn't really matter. It keeps me on task. Helps me stay on track, on focus, and gives me a good way to go over all the trades every weekend, so that's fine. Let's have a look. So this is TradingView. I'm not a trade signal provider. I don't give financial advice. Don't follow me blindly. All I do is give some trading ideas and how I approach the markets. So if you're going to take any of these trades, you do so at your own risk. Just do your own analysis. That's all I'm saying. So we'll start with the AusCAD. The last trade was this sell on the 13th of October, and it's going nowhere fast. Now, I'll be upfront. The daily charts have been hard for a while now to trade. I do trade the 8-hour charts on a lot of pairs, and I trade and I've got another daily watch list, all my DCA trades on the daily. Even they're struggling a bit at the moment. It's just nothing's really happening. Now, it's uncertainty, and I say this every week. There is uncertainty in the world, there always is. So who knows, but the daily charts have just been proven a little bit tough to trade lately. So we're in this AusCAD, it's going nowhere fast. I've got these two yellow lines down here there for my loss recovery. I've had some losses there, you can read all about it there. At the moment, the MACD's platinum's well and truly through the zero level. So I'm just waiting to see what happens here. Prices at the moving averages, it was not a really good setup to start with. The only thing I like, there's a bit of regular bearish divergence, but mainly this resistance level on price. Resistance support on the bigger time frames on Forex is generally pretty good, so it's always going to be a bit iffy with this big bearish candle there, so it's not convincing, is it? But we're just below the entry price and it's going nowhere fast. Aussie yen. Now I'm going to do something here on Monday. First up, this buy trade, which was a loss recovery, was stopped out on the 16th of October. So it's the 18th today, so that was in that candle there, Thursday's candle. So it stopped out, definitely stopped out. So that buy trade is closed for a loss, so just leave it on the charts to show you guys what's happened. So that's gone now. So that's all gone. In the meantime, on Monday, on the sell, you can see in front of you, from the 13th of October, I am closing half of that, and I'm going to put a stop in place. I've already marked it there at 98,621. So that's on Monday. As long as it doesn't gap up, that's what the plan is. So the Aussie yen did fill the gap from last 2 weeks ago, so that gap's been filled now. As you can see, and all I mean by that's prices come and fill that gap. So we're closing half on this sell. There are a couple of reasons. The MACD platinum through the zero level, and price is at the moving averages there, and it's got that sort of candle, what do we call those hammer sort of candles there. It's not ideal, so I'm just going to reduce my risk there and get out. So it's a sell on Monday, close half, stop down. On Aussie New Zealand, we're trying a loss recovery here. You can read about it there. 3 trades. My last sell was the 2nd of October, this one here. It's come down through the MACD, platinum's come down through the zero level, so it's a good time to take some action, but I just haven't had enough profit on the table, and plus I'm in a loss recovery. I'm trying to get down and get through these yellow lines, at least one of them. But in the meantime, there's no new dots on the MACD below the zero level, so I'm just going to stay in it. Remember, I'm looking to buy generally when the MACD is below the zero level, and sell when it's above the zero level. So here will be a buy signal in there, buys down here, sells are up above. Yeah, so we've got this potential divergence forming now. Let's just move that a bit. So just adjust these lines every day, and even if it was a buy signal in the next day or so, I wouldn't take it just because price hasn't come close enough to the MAs for my liking. That's Aussie New Zealand trying to push it down a bit. It's heading in the right direction, but albeit very slowly. Aussie USD in nothing at the moment. I did take a buy here. I closed it for a small loss. There's a loss there. So I'm waiting on a potential new signal. We have that initial buy was on Divergence there, and potentially the second is going to be on Divergence. It's a blue dot on the MACD platinum below the zero level, so I'm in buy mode, hence the grey vertical line, just a warning line. Now I'm waiting on a blue QMP filter dot. That's just these dots on the price chart. And we'll hopefully get a buy. These green levels, they're big round numbers. In this case, that's a 60-cent level, and that's a 65-cent level. So it's the Aussie USD, nothing doing. BTC USD, Bitcoin. I didn't take that sell. Remember I said I wasn't going to. I want to take buys only, and I wish I'd taken it. It's good support. Resistance level and price, we're around the 120 level. That's 120,000. Now we're heading back down towards 100. MACD platinum's below the zero level, so I'm just waiting on a buy setup, basically. Euro Aussie in a buy. It was going nicely on Thursday, then Friday let me down a bit. Already closed half and stops in place. So I can't lose on the trade, but I wish it followed through a bit more, that's all. Like I said, it's all a bit tidy, all a bit flat, all a bit sideways. So you can extend that along a bit even further, you know, like it's sort of reached that same resistance level and price again. Euro yen pair, I'm in a sell and it's going nowhere fast, just grinding down slowly. MACD platinum's above the zero level. It's a high risk trade from the 15th of October. Remember, when I take these trades, I call them on the day, take a screenshot, post it for a daily update, whether that be in the Telegram channel or the Facebook group. So it's all very transparent. So that's regular bearish divergence there. It's a yen pair. It's been tough to trade the yen pairs, especially on the daily chart. Euro USD in this buy from the 16th of October, and even Friday wasn't kind to me. It's sort of not a great setup. The MAs are starting to flatten out when I took that. I was saying 2 days ago. I like the fact the MACD platinum's below the zero, but it's just market structure. It hasn't been good on the Euro USD either. Pound Aussie in a buy, already closed half. This took a while to get going. Buy signals all the way back here, so it's the 18th of September. Gone against me, gone against me, gone against me. That buy signal still held, it's still valid. There's no red QMP filter dot. So I started drawing this trend line, looking for a second entry, and bang, straight through the trend line and through my initial entry, so I just held off. Then we had a pullback and it's gone up again, so I've closed half, stop in place, MACD platinum through the zero level. So now just seeing if we can grind it up further, possibly. Pound CAD in a buy. Yeah, it wasn't a great setup, and I said it at the time. So on the 16th, it's been a sideways, but it's an uptrend. But as concerned, we were taking the trade right into this resistance level on price. Push through, but then Friday come back straight down. And the MACD platinum's now through the zero level, just. You look at the orange numbers over here, when I put my cursor over it. So there we go. It's just 0.00022. So it's just above, and it doesn't leave me with much to do there. I'll just have to wait. Pound Swiss. Now I'm doing something on Monday. On Monday, I'm going to close half and put a stop in place. I've already had a loss recovery on this, which has been recovered, so I've already closed. My first trade was for 0.1. It was a small loss. My second trade, the loss recovery was 0.3. I've already closed 0.2 because the loss was recovered. Now I was back to my original base lot size. On the MACD platinum is now through the zero level. If you look at that orange number again, it's just below the zero level. I'm going to close half and set my stop at 107.401. That way, worst case scenario, overall break even. Probably even a small profit considering what I took on the loss recovery. Just don't like the look of that candle. We're on this big support level on price. all a bit messy. But I'm going to leave a little bit in play just in case it does continue down. So it's a pound Swiss. The sell, I'm going to close half and put that stop in place. New Zealand CAD, in no trades at the moment. The last trade was this buy here. Now, there's an opposite signal there, which is not valid. Now, I'm waiting on a valid second signal for loss recovery, looking for trade 2. So now waiting on a valid setup. Potentially it's going to be a buy. There is regular bullish divergence potentially forming there. There's been a blue dot on the MACD platinum below the 0, hence the grey vertical line, warning line, but nothing happening on Monday. New Zealand USD, I'm still in this sell from back here, which is the 19th of September. Stop in place, I'm trailing that down, can't lose on the sell. Took this buy on the 6th of October. Now, I didn't close it, even though there's an opposite QMP filter dot. I didn't close it. I'm going to go DCA on this, so I'm looking for another buy. Now, whether that happens or not, who knows? But the good thing is I've got this sell, partial sell, that's giving me some protection to offset some of my loss on this buy at the moment. So I think one of the reasons I was thinking this initial one was taken on regular bullish divergence, the original buy. And yeah, I don't know, we're just stuck in no man's land at the moment. Market structure says the trend's trading down, but the MACD platinum's starting to say it wants to go up. So we'll give it a shot. We'll see if we get another buy signal. If not, if it doesn't happen, we'll just keep on adjusting these trend lines. This buy will keep on losing, but this sell will keep on offsetting that loss a little bit. And hopefully it'll get a reversal eventually where I can just reverse it and go to the upside. USD Singapore dollar, still on a buy from back on the 19th September. Stop in place, can't lose on that. So there's a stop there. Then I took this sell, nice resistance level on price. That was on the 16th of October. And the MACD platinum above the 0 level. Now it's going nowhere fast. It's back, dropped nicely on Thursday, but then Friday it's come back up towards the entry level. So just wait and see on that one. All right, let's move on. XAG, USD, silver. Now, what's happening here? On Monday, there's a new sell signal. Now, let's start at the beginning. I'm in this buy trade, and that was a loss recovery. So that was back on the 25th of August. So I've made plenty on that. It's been going up nicely, nicely, nicely. Gold and silver have had this big move to the upside. It's blowing through all these levels. That's the $40 level. That's the $50 level. It's huge. So silver's blown through all those levels. I did take a loss on, where was it? This trade here, this sell trade. I took a sell here and took a loss. I closed on the opposite QMP filter dot, took a loss of $1,238. But what I'm going to do on Monday, I was thinking about going on loss recovery to recover that loss, but I'd rather not, because that means going in with a bigger position size, and I'd rather be bullish on the metals than bearish. So on Monday, I'm just going to close my buy completely, and that's going to more than make up for that loss there. I think the loss was, the loss is there, it's 1,240 roughly. If I close it on Monday at the moment, it's going to give me about $2,600. So pretty well double my loss. Then I'm just going to take a new sell and start afresh. So on Monday, new trade, it's going to be a sell. So close that buy for profit on Monday, then I'm going to take a sell. It's a high risk trade. We're going against this big uptrend, but price is such a long way from the moving averages, which I like, and the MACD platinum's a long way above the 0 level and has been above the 0 level for a while. So it's a high risk trade, but it's worth taking. It's a big move to the downside potentially. So Monday, close the buy, which wipes out that loss and gives me plenty of profit, and take this sell starting afresh on silver. XAU, USD, gold. Now I wish I could say the same thing about gold. I missed something here, and now I'm going to pay for it. For for some reason I took, well, no, I know the reason. On the 13th of October, I took this sell trade. It was a high risk trade. There was divergence there, wasn't it? I must have marked on the chart. There's definitely regular divergence there. It should have been marked on the chart. So it's from there to there. Don't know why I missed that. And there. Now, like I said, I don't particularly like taking shorts on the metals, but it happens. So there's your divergence there. I took that sell. And then I missed that blue dot. It just sort of, I must have sleep in my eyes or something. It's right on that green line there, which is the 4,000 level. Unbelievable. What's it gone up to the high? 4,380. That's got to be an all-time high for gold. So, yeah, I missed that buy signal, which means I could have got out of this trade there and taken a loss. Now, it's going up and up and up, but if it's going to be like silver and get a sell, then I'm just going to DCA it. That's all I'm going to do. I'm going to take a bigger position size on the sell side. A DCA just means dollar cost average it and bring it back to a break even, try and reduce my risk ASAP. Yeah, I don't know how I missed that blue dot, but I did, and I probably should have got out and just got in a loss recovery, but now I'm going to go in DCA mode. We'll see how it goes, eh? Lucky I'm trading on a pretty big account, so I can absorb it a bit. So that's a mistake by me, which is, yeah, happens. Right, now these are my next problem pairs. This is the three pairs, the pound yen, the pound USD, and the USD CAD that are old trades that have made mistakes, other mistakes, or they just got out of control. The pound yen, not so much in the way of mistakes, but it's got a little bit messy, just too many QMP, fill the dots through here, and I got a bit, it never really worked out for me. So I've got myself in this big pickle, about $21,000 down in this. And that sounds like a lot, and it is a lot. It's on, I think this is about a $100,000 account, but I've already made, you know, like 30,000 or something on that account, so or probably more than that. So it's probably, it's not the end of the world, and I'll just keep on grinding at it until I reduce this loss. So the last trade was this sell here on the 15th of October. These are my loss recovery. I just want to try and get out. I've got two loss recovery trades on, so I've got one here. All that number is the line on my spreadsheet, so I know where to look. So it's trade 2 and trade 13. So yeah, I'll see. We'll get there. Pound USD. This one I did make mistakes on. You've all heard the story about my bender, midweek bender, and I missed the setup, and I just threw the whole sequences out of whack. But I'm slowly grinding my way out of it, surprisingly. I only got a few trades left on, 2 sells, but they're all the way down here, that's a problem, and 3 buys. So in here, they're in no man's land, so price is basically between them all. So what I'm looking for here is price to go up above the buys, where I close the buys. You'll see this on the USD CAD in a minute. Then try and take some of these sell trades off at the same time. Just keep things balanced, pruning. So yeah, it's just a pain. I think I've got much loss. I've only got about $4,740 to make up, which is not too bad. It's not too hard. There'll be big trade position sizes, so it's all good. USD CAD, this is one that got a little bit out of control, but we're slowly working my way out of it. Now, on Monday, going to take some action here. Got a new sell signal on Monday. So there's a red dot there. It might move the line a bit. So there's a red QMP filter dot there. Taking the sell. It's going to be in there somewhere. So I'm going to take that. I'm going to close this. I think there's 3 buys. There's 2 on the same date. I think there's 2 on this date here. So I've got 3 buys to close. That's probably going to give me a couple of thousand, $2,500 or so. Then I'm going to prune some of these sell trades. I'm not sure which ones yet. I'll have to wait till the market opens on Monday, then do the maths. But I'll probably get rid of 1 or 2 of these trades. And all that does is reduce my sell side exposure, even though I've got a new sell on Monday. I want to try and reduce these trade sizes anyway. So I'm going to use the profits from this to offset the losses from that. So it's pruning. I want to try and tighten this up and get it in a position where I'm overall profitable. That's the USD CAD, closing the buys, new sell trade on Monday. And the US 500 is going nowhere. The last one's this blue dot on the MACD platinum below the zero level. Here's the high, all-time high up there, that blue line. It's just been grinding up as usual, what the US stock market does, grinds up. So that's it, boys and girls, for the video. It's a pretty quick one, 20 minutes. Like I said, the daily charts, daily time frame's been a pain in the ass to trade last few months. Even like I said, my DCA trades are the same. 8-hour charts, they're no big moves, and that's reflected on the daily charts. No huge moves on the 8-hour charts, but there is moves, and I'm just basically just base hits, to use the old baseball analogy, for so just take small little wins all the time, but it's pretty consistent, which is a good thing. All right, thanks for watching. Enjoy your weekend, stay safe, and go Oscar. See you guys.